Hi there, this time, Napalm, the old Phrias deck. The rotation is starting to look a little bit more regular, finally. And this is actually decent. What do we got? Ariana. Having the succubus earlier would actually be good, so I'm going to keep this, because that means I'll have more health. And pressing that health advantage early against an Ariana is pretty good. It means that you force a bit more advanced removal from her. So we can actually immediately get out the succubus. Let's see here with Primal, Dark. Okay, right. So nothing that can really single target kill this off, really, except for like Soul Reaver or something. What do we have here? Ambush 1, Cripple. Oh, that's bad. Well then. As much as I'd like to just get out the damage that I can do while I can, using, for example, this, with the creatures I have available, I'm going to just throw out what I've got on there, so that I can get more creatures on the field. What do we need? Damn, there's really nothing I can do at the moment, unless I draw a card. And I really want to be able to play that Lithium next turn. So I could waste this right now, but I think I'd rather not. Alright, so that's going to come out. And I'll just have to waste 2 resources, I guess. There's not much I can really do, aside from that. But next turn, at least we get the Lithium, and that's going to be rather difficult to deal with indeed, aside from Soul Reaver, of course. And just crippling it into oblivion, which I've seen happen a few times. Not as bad as getting your Abyssal Worm crippled, though, and then having it sit there soaking up your resources against an Ariana. That doesn't work particularly well. This thing has loads of HP. Wow. At least it's not incorporeal. That is horrible. Oh no. I might have to move that down then. Yep, moving it down. And I'm going to get out the old Lithium as I wanted. Do the minimal amount of damage that I can. Alright. So now I'm in a position where I could actually take that out if I need to. Using my various doodads and whatchamacallits and thingamajigs and whatnot. And I could even play the Lurker. What does he have? 3 might. So the Lurker would do pretty well in this situation. Not bad. However, I'm not too worried necessarily about him using creatures to kill me off early. That's not really what Ariana is about, unless this is some sort of experimental Ariana or something. Yep, there goes the crippling that I was talking about. It shuts down all the things. So I won't actually be able to finish that off with these, but it doesn't really matter. They'll just be used for blocking now, I suppose. Not good for anything else, except for surprise damage with my buffs. That's about it. And I can even throw out a better tank. Or, ooh, that's good. Not bad at all. So let's do the damage, and we can get out the jugs. What kind of AoE can we expect? Not a whole lot. I'll just put this here and use my Lurker. This is a shooter, so putting it there wouldn't help because I wouldn't be able to put a shooter behind it, but I can block that off. And I might want to leave these just hanging around, actually. Maybe I'll move one up like so to block and get the magic we might be needing later. But I'll leave this here because, again, it has a bit of a surprise factor with the buffage. And considering we have 4, 5, 6, 7 damage right here, and with this we'll have 8, 9. We're doing pretty good. With that surprise advantage, we might be able to win it. Not so much with that in the way, however. If we get a town portal, we can still do a max of 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah. Oh wait, no. if he doesn't block that, I can actually do 11 still, if I get a town portal. What I'm wondering is whether I want to use a teleport in this kind of situation, or if I want to just nuke this. I probably want to just teleport, lay out the law, do as much damage as I can while I can. Because these creatures might not lay on the board for too long. Oh, a building. And it's unique. Tower of the Inventor. When a creature at the tower is attacked, it deals 3 damage to its attacker. Okay. That works pretty good for an Ariana, assuming you actually use creatures in an Ariana. Now, if I teleport, I can do... let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 damage. That's not bad. So let's see what we get out of this. And it worked. And we are going to then teleport this guy up. Do our damage. Excellent. And that puts us in a great position. Question is, what do we want to attack with this? We can kill this guy off. Does it destroy the building? No, because it is not a faction building. We could kill that off instead. It does have infect, but this seems more dangerous. Question is, do I want to save that? I think I do, so I'll kill that off instead. And draw a card, maybe. Alright. Not bad. So now, I'm pretty much golden. I got this in the bag. It's got 6 resources, which is plenty to tank all that he needs to. However, if I draw a town portal next turn or another teleport, things get pretty interesting. I could actually... oh, I think I got it. If he leaves this alone, which he probably won't, he'll probably use this to tank. But if he doesn't, what I can do is send out a POW, kill my own POW, send out another POW. That's what I might end up doing. It won't really work on my other creatures unless he damages them somehow. If he wipes the board with his earth magic, you know, with Insect Swarm, then he's pretty much defenseless. Excellent. And even if he leaves my succubus alive, I can still use my buff. I have so many ways to kill him right now. It's great. Oh yeah, Wither. I hope he leaves this row alone. He probably will too. Probably will, and if he does, it will be quite the surprise. I love killing someone using a withered creature, because they don't expect it, you know? They're like, oh, well, it's useless. For every 5 cards in your graveyard, gains Infect 1. Interesting. What you gonna do? You got 0 resources. Yeah. You gonna attack with that? You gonna attack with that? Okay. It's fine by me, because you don't have the resources and I got 2 POWs. Oh man, so many ways to win. It was ridiculous how many... oh, it's just ridiculous. Excellent. I'm gonna throw that on there. I really should do that. It's a waste of time. But that worked. Excellent. Very well indeed. And I'll see you next time.